Don't push me! Oh, sit the down, you ugly bitch! Get off of me!
On February 11, 2024, officers responded to Orlando International Airport after a woman allegedly pushed a child, sparking a physical altercation during boarding. Let's watch.
Battery one.
All right.
Battery one. Battery one.
All right.
No, you punched her.
Enough, dude. Back up.
Battery one. No. I'm 6 feet. We're good. Battery
I know,
one.
you're 6
I
feet.
know. Battery one.
Okay.
Battery
What's
one.
it? Who is she?
I don't know. She punched her though and knocked her tooth out. So
Oh.
when we get back to St. Louis, she's going to meet me and the district attorney that I work for. So
Okay. So
yeah.
She came back to my seat!
this is on the plane.
On my seat! She
I'm
walked
right
back
here.
to
I
my
can hear
seat
you.
and punched me in the nose and took my tooth out. She's going to jail.
Okay.
Where do I press her?
No, hon, I got it. We're going back to St. Louis. Not my dad works for the prosecutor's attorney's office. It's not good for her.
So,
right.
were you guys coming in or going
I
out?
think we're departing.
You're departing.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I didn't see
at what
happened,
point
so.
on the plane did this happen?
No, you need to talk to her. I just got here, so I don't know. All I know is she sent me a text that someone punched her.
Okay.
She came back to my seat. I'm glad you got that on video.
When did, where and when did this happen?
I was getting. Okay, her seat was in.
Let's go over
Sure. First of all, here's my identification. So I was in row 12.
Is this flight? The flight is coming in.
No, I'm leaving.
You guys are leaving Orlando.
You have something to drink.
Okay. So you guys just boarded. So this is like literally now, like whatever, 20 minutes ago. Okay. So you never left the gate.
Plane never moved.
Okay. I'm just trying to
I'm
figure
trying
out.
not to cut you off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to
I
figure
was seated in 12A.
Uh-huh.
Somehow I missed him, lost him in the airport. So I come to the gate. I didn't have a boarding pass. I'm sorry. I'm like really dry. I'm like really thirsty because it was okay. So I get my boarding pass. It's 12A. They asked me, "Can you sit in the exit row?" I said, "Yeah, fine." So I go in. I don't know who all she was there with, but her child, maybe 10, was literally standing in the row on his phone. And I was like, hey, can you move? Like, literally, I couldn't walk by. So he moved, and I walked by. She came back, and she got, don't ever talk to my child again. And I said, this is my seat. Are you sitting here? Get out of my face. I told her, get out of my face. She started punching me.
Okay. Fair enough. And how would you like to proceed?
I want to press charges.
Okay.
Hell yes.
And which lady is
She's right.
So, ma'am, you have an ID on you? Driver's license or anything? Just step to the side right here, please.
Is it just you and the baby here tonight?
No, I got my other two sons over there, my mom, and then two other kids.
All right.
Tell him what happened.
Yeah, so when we was boarding on the plane, I had the two car seats, so as I was getting the car seat strapped in, my oldest son was behind me. He can't sit down in his seat until I finished strapping in the car seat. When she got on, instead of waiting, she pushed him out the way and said, you need to get him out the way. And then she walks and goes to her seat. So after I finished strapping in the car seat, I went to her seat. I said, next time you address the parent, you don't address the child, and you don't put your hands on anybody's child. She gets the screaming. Get out of my seat! Get out of my seat! She's pointing. I said, ma'am, all I'm telling you is don't touch my child and talk to me if you need me to get him out the way. So then she starts standing up as I backed up. And she said, get her out of my seat! Get out of my seat! and she getting closer and closer, and then she just mushes in my face. When she mushes in my face, that's when I reacted and grabbed her by her hair. And then that's when she went to go bite me. So then that's when I just kept pulling. She grabbed me by my hair.
Right.
And then that's when we just got to tussling in the seat from there.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're saying
And
that
she
she hit you first.
Yeah, she definitely hit me first. The flight attendant can attest to that. Everybody that was right there, because I backed up. It was even a person in front of us.
Any of you guys trying to talk to a flight attendant?
I'm waiting for them to come up.
Gentlemen, right here.
Hello.
Hi.
So, can you tell me what happened?
So we were boarding.
Uh-huh.
Let's start with that. So apparently the lady in hallway.
Just confirming we'll be going out to
You
gate 9
gotta
as well
point
as
out which lady.
285.
You got the lady with the child here, and you got the lady with the tooth over there. Okay.
So she was shoving kids out of the way for her to go crazy.
Uh-huh.
So that was when everything started.
Okay.
She was shoving the kids. So she was they start arguing because why are you touching my kid? Why are you pushing out of the way? From 0 to 100. And then I tried to defuse it, like the whole fight, but they were pulling hairs and they were punching, and I got scratching my head, but I'm good now.
In the course of their issue, you got in the middle.
Because I don't want this to happen.
Put your phone in something.
Oh, so I don't want this to happen, so
So, who, if you could, can you say who touched who first?
No corrupt ever make it to the
Touched this
checkpoint.
lady first?
everything just like,
And when I say touched, can you elaborate on that? The other lady grabbed her by the
had the
hair?
braids, yes, and then everything just went loose.
Okay.
All right, so okay, yeah, that's what's happening. So let's
So flight's it's 85.
okay.
Flight's boarding. This lady behind us is trying to get through. The lady at the gate
Okay.
she's already on the plane. Kids are in the aisle, farting around, whatever. This lady comes through, and according to witness, kind of pushes her way through the kids, blah, 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 yelling at the kids, get out of the way, get out of the way, pushing her way through. After that, she's sitting down. Mom goes up to her and says, "Hey, I don't appreciate that. The next time you have a problem, just ask and I'll get the kids out of the way." At that point, the other lady, they start screaming back and forth. This lady behind us grabs the other lady's hair. The other lady says, "Oh no, we're not doing this," and goes to town. Ultimately, you can see the resulting damage. Huh? No, this is a primary.
Does she want to press charges?
Which one?
The
Mom wants to prosecute.
victim.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
And she here, she flying out.
they're supposed to fly out. We're going to St. Louis. Plane's delayed. One of the flight attendants who got involved
And she wrote a statement and everything, and she'll
She did statement.
Yes.
everything, hold on yards,
Yeah,
everything.
and we got a statement from the witness.
So she's going to definitely freak out.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
We want to separate them two because she's going to fight us, and he's freaking out too. They're both drunk.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
at this point, we're good to go. So let's
Let me
separate
talk
them.
to him and let him know what's going on, and
Okay.
I'll pull him away, and then you guys can handle business.
All right.
Sure. Explain to you so I know what's going on. Sure. So obviously your wife got in some sort of altercation.
She got assaulted.
Okay. So
Let's
I'm
make
not-
that known. Let's make that clear.
Okay,
She got assaulted.
Okay.
She's missing a tooth.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so your wife has been designated as a primary aggressor of this whole incident, and so that and the other party does want to press charges. Okay, so she's gonna be leaving with us.
Get this on video. Don't touch me.
Get off my foot and sit down.
Okay, don't pull me.
Sit down.
Don't push me. Oh, sit the down, you ugly bitch. Get off of me.
Man, you need to calm down.
Yeah, and get off of me.
You're not getting off it because you know what? You're under arrest right now.
You're twisting my.
We don't want you
Mom,
guys
get this
stop
on
resisting.
video. He's twisting my.
Do we have a cage card?
He's twisting my wrist.
Do we have a cage card?
I'm not resisting. That's a lie. I am not resisting. They are pulling on me. I'm not resisting.
Do we have a cage card?
Get it. Get all of it. I am not resisting. You want to yell at me? I'm resisting. I'm not resisting. I
I am not resisting.
We're walking down. Let's go to the elevators. Yeah. We'll go down to the elevators.
I am not resisting. Get off of me.
Lift your feet up.
You're cutting my hands.
Lift your feet up.
You're cutting my hand. Don't push me. Are you getting off on this? Don't push me. You're asshole. Don't touch me. I can move my hand if I want. Don't tell me to stop. You wanted me. Air quote cop wanted me. Get the fuck off me.
Put your feet up.
I can walk. I can walk. I
You're
can
not
walk.
walking. Put your feet up now.
You ain't nobody.
Just pull it backwards.
Honey, you ain't gonna be able to do. Get off of me. Get off of me. Yeah, honey, you can't do it. Maybe this guy can do it.
Listen, you're going with us.
Okay, tell her
So you
to
may as well
get
cooperate.
off of me. You're hurting my hands. You're hurting my hands.
Then walk.
Then get off. I don't walk. Don't pull my hand. Walk.
Down the way. Baby's going.
I'm walking.
You nuts.
Walk like that. No, this right arm.
Do not hit me. You're going to the ground in 2 seconds. Okay, don't get it.
Watch out.
What do you think is so hard?
I'm not walking. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I'm so light. You're lying. You're lying.
Man, what are you trying to accomplish by behaving like
I don't know. You're trying to get your hard or something. I don't know. Because I am walking perfectly normal.
You're not.
I am. You're lying. I am.
You're not accomplishing anything.
Neither are you. Not in life or anything. I know. It's hard.
I'm already old.
It's hard. So am I. I'm tired. Military. Oh my God. Has she done a pat down before? When I touched my wet because the girl pissed all over me. She's never done this before. She's never done this before. Clearly. Girl, I got so much shit on my find it. She's never done this before.
Ma'am, why are you behaving like this? What do you think you're going to accomplish? We've got
I
this.
said I wanted to sit over here, then you wanted me to go over there. I'm done. I'm good.
Okay. We have a job to do.
Dude,
And
dude,
you
I
acting
work
like
with
this.
the cops all day, every day. I know that.
But you acting like this isn't going to help anything.
I'm not acting like anything.
Well, you are.
Not. You want me to turn to you? Ooh, touch me. Yeah, baby.
See, right, that's what I'm talking about.
Because it's ridiculous that the victim is going through this. I know she needs training. Fill me up. Get into my... you want my... I said I worked in a jail for 22 years. This doesn't bother me. Oh, my God. The toe. Ow! My toe, I have neuropathy.
She might have to be rip hobbled if she acts like...
Yeah. Lie down?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing and I'll do it.
Yeah,
Okay, then get off of me and I'll sit down. You don't have to push me. I said I'll sit down. Don't push me.
Ma'am, you're under arrest. You're going to do it.
Yeah, and I said I'll get up there. You don't need to push me.
You don't need
You
to act
don't
like
need
that.
to push-
Because you haven't
We're just
looked at
leaning you
anything that's
against
been
it.
said, so please do it.
There you go.
Oh my, okay, get off. You don't need to push me.
You don't make the decisions, ma'am.
Now you need to sit up here.
Listen, it's enough. It's it. You don't have to. There you go. No.
No, she's going to be rip hobbled.
Get the rib hobble.
That's it. Tie her up. That's it.
Go to the ground.
Easy. Easy.
embarrassing.
Totally.
It must be embarrassing. It must be embarrassing to be so weak. Is this on video, please?
Sure is.
Thank you. Because you guys don't know what you're doing, clearly. Obviously, don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
Now you're gonna stand up and walk.
My breast! Ow!
See, because
Ow! You're hurting my breast! Ow! 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 My wrist! My wrist! My wrist! My wrist! No, my wrist! I can't feel it. My wrist! My wrist! I can't feel it! Don't punch me in the stomach! Why are you punching me in the stomach? Don't touch my stomach, you fucking asshole! Don't fucking touch my stomach! I'm a military veteran, you cocksucking assholes! I on Desert Storm,
I'm able to
you
get through in
assholes!
here.
I don't
It's a
care!
ruse.
I don't care! I can't breathe! My arms! My arms! Ow! 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 I can't breathe! Oh my!
Even without the testimony of the flight attendant, I still believe the mother and her line of events, how it all transpired. Because, guys, did you notice that switch? The moment this lady realized that she's the one being arrested and not the mother, just the switch went on and she started yelling, screaming, and cursing at the police officers. And I can completely, 100% see her pushing a child out of her way. She's that entitled, she's that much of a Karen that she would do something like that. And she was acting completely inappropriate with the police officers, as if anyone wants to voluntarily touch you, lady. Come on, get a grip. Look in the mirror sometimes and actually realize that this video is going to be circulating online forever and ever for anyone to see. Are you proud of yourself? And what is it with these ladies? Do you even know your size? Did you borrow your jeans from your teenage daughter? Is that the case? Come on. You need at least 4 sizes bigger. So next time when you go shopping, just keep that in mind. She was charged with battery, resisting an officer, assault on a law enforcement officer, and battery on a law enforcement officer. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and follow, and may God bless you.